Everyone, this is Krenne and her daughter, Krenne. Welcome them to the show. Now, their hometown of Baltimore, Maryland, is very close to where I grew up in Washington, D.C. Now, if you know about Baltimore, it is a great town, but the homicide rate in the city of Baltimore has surged. In 2017, for instance, there were 343 murders in Baltimore, and that's almost one a day. And tragically, Krenne's 24-year-old son, Davon, was one of those victims. So today, Krenne and the authorities are still searching for Davon's killer. And Krenne swears she will not rest until she gets justice for her beloved son. Watch.
It's been 1,003 days since I lost my son. Davon was my only son. He graduated college. He loved football. He loved his family. He was my son. That night, 1 o'clock in the morning, I got the knock on my door, and it was one of his friends. He said Davon had been shot. When they finally let me see my son, I was not prepared for what I saw. Davon managed to live for 3 days. He was not alone. We stayed there until he took his last breath. I need a minute. We still don't know who killed my son. He was murdered. I have no answers and no reason why.
It's been 1,000 days.
It's been 1,005 days today.
And you will not rest until you get justice for your son.
I will not rest until I get justice for my son.
Almost 2 years.
It's almost 3 years. He was shot March 14th of 2017. It's pure torture. I've never felt pain like this in my entire life.
Yeah. And it's important for you to be here for your mother and for your brother.
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 3. My brother was the middle child. My mom, she's not the same. Seeing her not be able to sleep, eat, knowing that it's people around it, could be very well involved.
And one of the problems is that he had such a great future for himself.
Yes.
He had gone to school, and at the time, he was working 2 jobs.
He was working 2 jobs. He had recently graduated and got his bachelor's degree in business.
And wanted to go into business, right?
Yes. He actually wanted to go into business with his sister.
Yeah, he was going to
You all were going to open a salon, I think.
We opened the salon because he's with me in spirit. So I did it with him. 3 days after graduation for me, that's when I got the call about my brother.
And 3 days after my birthday.
And 3 days after her birthday. We talked about it, what we was gonna do once I graduated, how we were gonna take over. We were like, hey, we're gonna open our own business, it's gonna be us.
You're doing it in honor of your brother.
Yeah, 2 years, in 2 years' time, I opened my business. Well, I opened our business in 2 years' time of having my license.
Okay.
Yes.
One of the problems, particularly in Baltimore, in a city like Baltimore, where there are so many murders,
Yes.
there are so many shootings,
Yes.
is that you get lost.
They get lost, but I'm not going to let my son be another number.
You called our show
I did.
because you thought maybe we could help.
I did.
So here's what we did. We contacted psychic Christopher Allen, who's been on our show, to see if Christopher's insights could warm up this cold case. So this is what happened when we sent Christopher to Baltimore to meet with the family. And for the record, Christopher, by the way, had no prior knowledge about Davon or his case. Watch. Without any prior knowledge whatsoever, psychic medium Christopher Allen
Hello.
Hey, I'm Chris.
sat down with Davon's mother, Krenne.
Okay, so the first thing they're showing me as I'm focusing on you is I see our maternal grandfather's passed on, our mom's father.
Yes.
We have also lost like the nephew or son.
Yes, that's my son. Sorry, but I know he has them.
Where's the Christmas ornament? Because he wants me to say, I see Christmas trees, but he wants me to bring up the ornament, like his ornament.
I've removed them. Can I get them?
Did you remove them for the show?
Pretty much, yes.
Cool. He wants me to say, don't let these TV people tell you what to do. He wants me to joke about like in the car rapping.
Yes, I do have videos of him in the car rapping.
Okay, just wants me to joke about that. Is there a house with a stripper pole?
When my mom got married, I took them pole and chair dancing at a studio. Oh my gosh.
Just his way to make sure I bring up this little person is grandma, I guess.
Yeah.
Your son's way to say, I'm here, I'm a part of life after me. You know, even the girls' only experiences, I guess, is what he wants me to joke about.
At that point, Christopher started to channel information about Davon's unsolved murder.
There are two people, one person that pulls the trigger. They were actually assisting this.
Definitely two people.
Two different races. And he wants me to make sure I share that. He wants me to bring up he was hit right on the side of his face, but he wants me to say like fractured cheek.
Yes.
Your son's okay. And he wants me to make sure I just say, well, if he wasn't okay, he wouldn't be joking about grandma on a stripper pole. And this is his way to come through. So
Thank you very much.
I hope this helps. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
So the reading was helpful?
Yes.
Everybody here's Christopher Allen. Christopher.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
I know, Chris, not only were you in their home, but you went to the crime scene itself. And did you pick anything up?
One of the things I picked up was I kept on seeing Halloween costumes, and you equated that to his birthday being in October. But when we went to the apartment, we realized that there was a witness that you shared actually maybe suggested that there was people wearing masks
Yes.
waiting for him.
Yes.
And so I really truly feel like this was an intentional event where wherever he was from, the prior hours before he got shot, kind of knew, about what was to come.
I believe that.
So it's somebody who he might have known
100%.
that he did know this person,
And I've
these
always
people.
felt that way.
Right.
And there was an issue with cars or trucks, and what I saw was the truck description that they told you let's move away from. And I
Right.
feel like they need to revisit this.
Yes.
I really feel like you need to hire a personal investigator.
I've been wanting to do that. The problem is finding one because they know that the police still have the case and it's not closed, so they don't, I don't know which direction to go with that.
So what you're saying is, Chris, you think that this can be solved.
I absolutely do, 100%.
Right. And you're not going to rest.
I'm not going to rest until I get answers. Thank you.
And you feel close to, you get emotional about when you do solving these crimes.
I do, because, it's a family that doesn't deserve to go through this, and they are. And I'm just human. But your son wants to let you know, amidst all this, to celebrate life, not
Yes.
focus on death. It's your birthday today. Your son had mentioned that in the reading that this week was a birthday. And that's what he wants to focus on is, yes, focus on and try to find justice, but focus on the child that you still have.
Anything you want to say to anybody out there?
I just want to say that if you know anything at all, no matter how small you think it is, just please call the number that they show.
There is an $18,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of whoever is responsible for the murder of Davon Fair. If you have any information, please call Metro Crime Stoppers at this number, 1-866-7-LOCK-UP. That's 1-866-756-2587. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Now, if you want to see more Maury content, click here. And be sure to subscribe to be the first to know about new videos.